Alex, do me a favor. Will you, on that gentleman's case in the manslaughter, because I don't get the PC. I have no idea. In the manslaughter, was he arrested at that time on the scene or was he arrested later after the fact? Because I'm really concerned and I'm concerned whether alcohol was an issue in that case as well. So you said Garza?
Yes, Judge, case 6, CHA.
Okay. Good morning, Mr. Garza. Do you have a lawyer today?
Order in the court.
I do not.
What are you doing about that?
I can't afford an attorney, Your Honor.
Why not?
I don't make enough, Your Honor. And I'm not able to save
How many
enough
lawyers
to-
did you speak to?
I've spoken to at least a minimum of 10 lawyers. And if
Okay.
just to get a lawyer down right now, like just for a down payment is at least $1,000 down. That's beyond anything I can afford at this
What do you
point.
do for a living?
I'm a security officer for the Houston Astros, Your Honor.
Okay, and how much money?
When $1,000 is the barrier to justice. The system isn't working for the working class. What happens when equal protection under law comes with a price tag?
And
Is it every 2 weeks or every month?
every month.
1,800. What expenses do you have?
I have a child support loan. I do pay rent and utilities.
Yeah.
How many what?
Kids?
Kids, just one.
And do you pay child support out of your
Counselor,
check?
please
or
take it out into the.
I'm sorry, Your Honor. I didn't hear you.
Pay for the child support? Does it come out of your check?
Comes out of a check every week.
I'm glad that you're paying child support. That's a great thing. I'm proud of you for doing it because not many do. I'll have you fill out an application. Let me take a look at it. And then if you do qualify, which I think you probably will, then I'll grant it for you. Okay.
Mhm.
The other thing is this, though, is that you got to understand that there's a lot of timing requirements with the DWI. And if you don't hire a lawyer quick enough, it's very possible that your driver's license gets suspended and you're not able to drive. Do you have a Texas driver license?
I do, still valid.
Okay. And you,
Pending hearing, Your Honor.
sorry, say it again?
Pending hearing with
For the-
Texas Department of Public Safety.
Got it. Okay, so just be aware that that's an important hearing. You could lose your license, so. The lawyer we give you now is not gonna do that. That's something that you're gonna have to do on your own, or you typically will hire a lawyer to represent you in that hearing.
I think it was a $200 some
So I don't
dollar.
wanna, but that's something that you can do on your own. We pay for the criminal case, not for your, because that's a civil case. Okay? All right, if you wanna get on over there, we'll give you an application, we'll have you sign a reset, and then we'll have you take a seat for $30. Please.
This way.
Thank you, Your Honor.
That's it.
He tested positive for meth.
I'm so depressed. I'm homeless. I couldn't. I've been so clean for so long, Your Honor. I
Homeless, not working, yet you can use meth, right?
was so depressed, and I'm so paranoid about sleeping on the streets. I've been clean for so long, Your Honor. You don't know how long I've been clean,
Uh-huh.
and it's just my state of mind. I don't know.
He just admitted relapse in open court, and the judge responds with compassion, not condemnation. Would you have expected this kind of empathy in a courtroom?
But to do one thing now. You know what that is, right?
Saved my life.
Good. That's what we want to do. We want to get you off any and all dope for all time. And I'm going to do everything in my power to make sure that that happens. He goes with you. All right? No, I don't even, well, what's the bond at now?
I don't think I think it's kind of academic because I don't think people make fun of you.
So I think what we should do is set them up for a TRAS, see how we go forward. They may say residential is the way to go. I don't know. But at least we can get a headway of how to move forward. What's the best way? Because we don't know how deep the addiction is, right? So, and I mean, he's saying it's going to save a life. So, do you mind? Please? Okay. And then I guess let's set it to beginning of next week. So hopefully by then we'll have the report so we know how to, unless you want to do something. It's 9:24, right?
Yes.
So now we're what, 10:29, so that's How are you?
I'm
You were
confused.
Jamal Brown?
Yeah,
Okay. Mr. Jamal Brown, you are wanted out of
Jefferson Parish, Louisiana.
for
That's 13,000.
another theft case. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, now 6. Doesn't get better.
I
with-
already signed.
I got it. So what I see, you signed for 10 months state jail. Okay. I see that you signed with 97 days credit. I see that you've been waiting for at least 35 days in jail. That probably around, it gives you around 130 to 132 days credit from what I see. Even if I give you a bond right now, a PR bond, you're not going anywhere because you have a sentence to serve. So even if I give you a bond, you're just going to sit there until they take you to state jail. So there's nothing, but what I was telling Abel here is that you're kind of stuck between a rock and a hard place because you got time that you got to serve. So there's nothing that I can really do to force them to take you to state jail. I don't know why. I mean, is it booked at the gills or what?
Sometimes they'll have them sit in the county jail until their time is almost up and then start the process to release them.
I will say that county time's a lot easier than state jail time.
Yeah, I
So
don't,
that's kind of a blessing in disguise, you
I
know?
don't want to do county time. I'd rather go to state jail. If you
But
could
it's
give
up
me,
to them when TDC decides to pull.
I know you can give me a PR bond, that'd be fine. And I'll go from there. I don't want to do county time.
That's not gonna happen, man.
Okay, so why did you tell me
You
that?
got 10 months.
He said, even if he gave you.
I know, but I'm not
Try.
trying to leave. I'm trying to leave county so I can go to state jail because I have other things I want to take care of. Want to get my 20%. I don't want to stay in county time. That's what I'm trying to tell you. So if you could give me a PR bond so I can wind up doing my state jail time and I go and take care of my Louisiana time.
Me giving you a PR bond doesn't necessarily mean that they're gonna get you to state jail any faster.
Okay, but if you could, that's what I'd like to be granted.
Okay. Is there any way to expedite him to get to state jail? What did they say?
Well, I haven't talked today extensively about this yet. We just knew that we have to approach with counsel today. As far as I know, whenever I've tried to reach out to state jail or like TC about when they're going to pick up, they usually don't give me like a specific day that they're going to do it. I could reach out, but I can't guarantee that they're actually going to say they'll pick up in time.
And it's kind of early still. You want to reach out to Dave to see what he has to say about this?
Yeah.
And then, if he can, try to put in a call to state jail to see what's going on. You know, the 20%, doesn't that come from a judge anyways?
No, it comes from the drug program. The Harris County gives it 20%. I was down there last year. It gives it 20% when I go down there, but I have to go down there in order to receive my 20%. I don't want to necessarily do 10 months in county because I didn't sign for 10 months in county. I signed for 10 months state jail. And I would like to go down to state jail so I can be able to, go to the law library, write Louisiana, start taking care of business down there because they don't have the proper materials down here in Harris County.
Can you also reach out today and ask him, because he's doing 10 months state jail, is Louisiana still interested in him? Do they still want him?
Okay, yeah.
A lot of times when someone gets sentenced to prison or state jail time, the demanding jurisdiction, meaning here, Louisiana, will release the hold. But because here it's only state jail time, not that much granted, and you're like you're saying, you're getting 20%, they may want to keep the hold so that when you do get your time done in state jail, at that point they'll ship you off to Louisiana to deal with that.
That's what I like to have.
Yeah. So give me a little bit of time. I'm going to reach out to another prosecutor to see what we can do about trying to get you more information. I can't guarantee anything, but we'll try.
Yeah, please.
Well, worst they can say is take a hike, but we'll try for you.
Yeah, so I have a question. So they was going to keep me here to hold for 10 months.
Sorry?
They was going to try to keep me here for 10 months and keep resetting.
No. We'll get you to state jail, but the problem is that they're probably not going to release the Louisiana hold.
That's fine. That's fine. I would like to go to state jail. I wouldn't want to do no time in county.
Let's try to get you there. We'll try to get you there. Okay.
So wait, I have a question. So they was going to continue keeping me here because last time I came here and I never seen.
No, like I said, my experience is when someone gets sent to state jail or prison, they release the hold. That's my experience.
Our fugitive case isn't actually keeping him here. It's just we are waiting on state jail to come in again.
But look, we're gonna try to reach into it for you, and then I'll bring you out a little bit and tell you what we find. Okay? For sure.
Date for a plea? Just move over just a little bit.
Mr. Ratcliffe,
How you doing?
Ratcliffe, you're charged with criminal trespass. You're facing up to 6 months in jail. Actually, it's a year, it's an A, right? You're facing up to a year in jail and or a $4,000 fine. You guys have worked out an agreement where they're offering you 30 days in jail, credit for the 6 days that you've done. You need to understand this charge will go on your record. From now on, you'll be facing a minimum of 90 days in jail for any new cases that you pick up.
Yes, sir.
You understand?
Yes, sir.
You also, it looks like you still have the case upstairs. Is that one going away or?
He wants to try to bond out the fight.
If he's gonna go away, I sit in here. You know what I'm saying? If they gonna give me time served or whatnot, I sit in here and, yeah.
Best thing that you can do, Mr. Ratcliffe, is you got to show up. When
I'm
you
gonna show up
to
yes, sir.
court,
I got
it's
you.
happened,
Yes, sir.
no?
Yes, sir.
I'm not in control over that case, but you got to show up. When you
Yes, sir. The only
do,
reason I ain't come to court this time because I ain't had no way. I ain't had no way to get to it.
where there's a will, there's a way, Mr.
Yes, sir.
Ratcliffe.
Yes, sir.
No,
I got you. Yes, sir. I got you.
come. I mean, we all work to make sure that everybody gets the best result.
Yes, sir.
No?
Yes, sir.
Now here, they've offered you 30 days in jail, give you credit for the 6 days that you've done. But like I said, you're not getting get out because you still got the case upstairs. But you
Yeah.
got to understand, next time you pick up a new case, come back.
Yeah, 90. I got you.
You give up a lot of rights by entering this agreement. You give up the right to a trial, right to compel witnesses to testify on your behalf, confront, cross-examine your accusers. If you're not a citizen, your possible immigration consequences, you can be deported, excluded from the country, denied naturalization under federal law. You give up the right to appeal. Once you accept this agreement, it will go on your record. You can never take it off.
Yes, sir.
This is what you want to do.
Sir.
How do you plead to the offense, sir? Guilty or not guilty?
Yes.
I will find you guilty. The only other thing I'm going to tell you is that if you go back to this place, they're going to arrest you right again. So
Yes,
I
sir.
wouldn't go back to
You
this
gotta
place.
worry about me going back. I got you.
All right, so
I got you.
Mr. Ratcliffe, this way.
Appreciate it. Thank you.
Casares.
Yes, sir.
Mr. Casares, you're charged with, I think I remember this case. You're charged with indecent assault. You're facing up to a year in jail and or a $4,000 fine. We're going to do probable cause. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can or will be used against you. You have the right to have an attorney present. If you cannot afford one, one will be appointed to you. Is this the one where there's a maid?
Yes, Sean.
The complainant was employed as a housekeeper in the defendant's home. The complainant was cleaning up the house when the defendant approached the complainant and told the complainant to touch it. The complainant refused to touch the defendant and the defendant grabbed the complainant's right hand and placed it on the defendant's genitals over his clothes. The defendant eventually left and told the complainant not to tell anyone about the situation. The defendant later approached the complainant as she was cleaning the bathroom, and the defendant entered the bathroom and locked the door. The defendant then grabbed the complainant's right breast, removed her face mask, and began kissing the complainant. The complainant believed if she kept ignoring the defendant, he would stop. The defendant did eventually stop and left the bathroom. The officer observed text messages between the defendant and the complainant, where the complainant stated she wanted nothing to do with the defendant, and her decision was firm.
This isn't just a restraining order. It's a magistrate's emergency protection backed by criminal penalties. One misstep, and the next hearing won't be about BOND. It'll be about prison.
Any witness in this case. You understand?
Yes, sir.
I'm issuing what's called a magistrate's order for emergency protection that identifies her as a protected individual. You cannot commit family violence or an assault against this person, commit an act in furtherance of an offense under section 42.072 of the Texas Penal Code, which is the stalking statute. You cannot threaten, harass, use another person to communicate a threat or harassing behavior. You cannot be in possession of a weapon or go within 200 feet of where she lives or where she works. If you violate this court order, the state can and will file a additional case against you, violation of a protective order, and things will go sideways quick. You have a lawyer. He will take care of you. Because you have a lawyer, I will waive your appearance, but it is your responsibility to stay in touch with Mr. Olson, and he will tell you if and when you have to come back to court. If he tells me he can't get a hold of you because you're playing games, I will issue a warrant for your arrest. So if you pick up a new case, violate conditions, no more PR bonds. Do you understand?
Yes, sir.
Okay. You guys, let's talk about bond. There's no bond set at this time. You guys have a recommendation?
5,000.
Judge, I would ask for 2,500. He has no contact with the complainant.
Any criminal history that you guys see?
Yes, Judge. He was on a 2-year probation out of Bexar County and for a DWI, but this was in 1990. And then he had another charge for a possession of marijuana in 1992 out of Bexar County, and the disposition on that is unknown. But those are his only 2 other charges.
Those are the only things you see?
Or residency, I see, Your Honor, just.
Please. Assuming that's it, Mr. Casares, I'll tell you now that I will do everything in my power to protect the city at all costs. You know, I think that, and I firmly believe that everybody deserves at least one chance. I will give you a PR bond now, but I'm not going to give you another one. If you pick up a new case, you become a danger to our city, I only have one place for you, and that's lockup. You understand?
Yes, sir.
Okay. I'll set the bond at 2,500. I'll give you a PR bond and then go from there. He needs to sign the MOA. Also, we'll put other conditions for him, no contact and no weapons, and that's it for now.
Okay.
Okay?
Thank you, Your Honor.
All right, guys. Thank you, Mr. Alston. All right, sir. Do not leave until we get you to sign all the paperwork. Okay.
Right this way.